humdinger, and I think he actually called his quarterly newsletter for the Sport and Recreation Department the Humdinger News. So, Minister, let's continue with this, because there is a bid that Durban have put up for the 2022 games, and I know that you guys you were part of the presentation team that presented in Scotland, and you pledged that the government will be fully behind this bid. Are you quite confident for Durban in 2022?
Well, first, let's clarify things because I've won a very important accolade of a Mbalula out of this particular bid, which is based on unsubstantiated rumors. First, in the normal process of the bid, SASCOC put up its hand to say that we want to host. So it is Canada and South Africa. And all I said there was to praise my country. And in this particular instance, cabinet and all other processes that informs a bid will be undertaken. So up until that particular moment, we will actually be in a position to do thorough consultation and work on a submission to cabinet to take a decision. So in this particular instance, I've got no doubt, should South Africa be given an opportunity to host, we'll do a splendid job, and Durban is a perfect city to host such games. I've got no doubt about it. And I think Durban in this particular instance is ready for such. But it depends on our camaraderie and collective spirit to host such games. Friendly games and the big, more than 70 countries coming to the shores, that's what it will mean. And extensive competition. And for us as sport, I think it will further deepen infrastructure development of sport facilities, because hosting does come in terms of investment in diversified ways, you know, economic, social impact in terms of hosting such games, exposure of the nation in terms of what you stand for and what you can believe. And 2010 have made us to be this well-respected country. But if you want to feel the spirit of the Commonwealth Games and the Olympics, take a chance. Africa's time is now.
Just being in Glasgow, seeing what the vibe was like, I mean, was it quite special? Because some of the athletes that have gone to Olympic Games, that have gone to other Commonwealth Games, have said that there was a really special vibe in Scotland.
Scotland was, I think, special in many ways. I think the exposure of athletes, the society as a whole, you know, the English people coming together, and the Queen being there. And it was the first time for me to be at the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth. But from a ministerial point of view, we also had a discussion overall on all issues that affect sport, not only in the Commonwealth, but world over, in terms of how we can partner together and how we can share resources and experiences. There are important countries from a sporting point of view in the Commonwealth, Australia being one. And I think their agreement with us, which we are going now to sign an agreement, already we have signed an agreement with Jamaica. We are going to sign an agreement with Australia, which pertains to sharing of resources.
Wow.
And at the same time, sharing of experience. And I had a long discussion with the Minister of Australia, who gave a glimpse of what they go through, that they've got over 10 billion investment allocation in terms of the budget in sports in Australia. So to them, they don't take sports for granted. But in South Africa, too, we don't. We will want to even spend more on sport, but we've got competing interest, you know. And with little that we have, we are doing wonders. And I think the table of medals account for that. We can even do better going forward in terms of the work that we have cut out for ourselves going forward, in terms of ensuring that we plow back in terms of resources, intensify our academy system, and then also deal with the question of seriously with development at the schools. And that is what is important.
That's exactly where it starts. Minister, I do have to wrap it, but I know that there is a big celebration that's going to be happening on Friday as we welcome back these 40 medalists from Glasgow. Some of them are already in South Africa. I know some of the sevens players are back and some of the wrestlers are back. But what is going to be happening on Friday?
Well, we decided, because everybody will be here by tomorrow, that all our team will come together on Friday, and then we'll have an open bus in and around Sandton around 12 o'clock, picking up to 5 o'clock, where we'll have a big celebration at the Sandton Centre. That is now the Sandton Square, and at the Nelson Mandela Square. So that is where we'll have the big celebration. So you can come out in your numbers to come and show love and appreciation to our medalists. Take lots and lots of selfies and also autographs with the athletes, and come closer to feel the medal itself, especially gold. You know, we did gold here. We went to fetch it in Scotland and bring it back home. And so we're quite grateful to these athletes. We said to them, go and represent, and they came back and with those 40 medals. And it's time to say, we love you, we appreciate what you do for this great nation. South Africa, let us unite and show some love to our athletes and appreciation to our country for being a nation of great achievers. We are indeed, today as we stand, among nations, 70 of them in the Commonwealth, a winning nation.
We are a bunch of winners. Thank you so much,
Fantastic.
Minister Mbalula. It's been great to have you here, and we look forward to chatting to you again. Right, so the details for Friday. If you are in Gauteng, what a worthy day, or what a worthy way to spend your Friday afternoon, going out to celebrate our winners from the Commonwealth Games. 40 medalists in total. So it's happening at 5 p.m. Sandton Square on a Friday in Gauteng as we celebrate South Africa's bunch of winners from the Commonwealth Games.